questions. We have our email question of the week. Matt, if you're ready right here, this one comes in from Terry with an I in her name. Terry asks, my father was in a bad wreck and had over $100,000 in medical bill. The insurance company says it's only worth $25,000 in coverage. Can an insurance company do that? And then from there, I'm going to guess, Matt, she's going to want to know, what can she do?
What can you do? Well, you know, insurance, like everything, it's just a contract, right? That's by its basic form. And so, you know, you decide when you get insurance by how much you want to pay, how much coverage to get. So that limits really what the insurance company is required to do. And so if they're saying that, then I assume that that's the full extent of the coverage. However, I would always make them send you a copy of the declarations aspect of the policy, just because I want to see it in writing. They may be mistaking, maybe they're looking at the wrong string, who knows? But before I would accept that kind of, you know, information over the telephone, I'm like, fine, I need to see that verified in writing, and they will. Sometimes they don't like to send it, but they will. So I would verify that, number one. Number two, you have issues, Terry, with your dad's own possible coverage, and I'd look to that as well. Does he have any vehicles? Are they covered? How many? You know, how much coverage and how many vehicles? In Mississippi, you can stack, meaning you can add all your vehicles together, which is a nice thing that can happen. So that's something to look at. And then further, even if the bills are $100,000, and that does happen. Any serious accident, Kenny, in our state, you know, bills are going to be very high. And let's face it, you know, any kind of hospitalization or surgery, the bills are going to be a lot more than $25,000.
Yeah, that's right.
And so what do you do? Well, we then negotiate with the hospital providers. We say, listen, there's limited coverage here. You know, you're going to have to take less. You know, this person's hurt. You're not hurt. You're going to have to take less. So we negotiate with the health providers to make sure, quite frankly, that our clients go away with a reasonable compensation.
Matt, let's talk about that, the $25,000 real quick.
Yeah.
You get an expensive ambulance ride.
Oh.
You go to the ER, you're at $25,000 right there. I mean, not to scare anybody, but I mean, those are the numbers.
Heaven forbid, Kenny, if you're air flighted out in a
helicopter,
helicopter,
that's right.
$22,000 for the helicopter ride to Mobile or Oshner's alone. How do I know? Unfortunately, I have a lot of clients that have had to take that ride. And so you're right. And $25,000 is just not enough. It's not a lot of coverage. And so a lot of times we have to come in and we spend as much time dealing with the medical providers and those bills as we do sometimes, the insurance on the vehicles.
Right.